And we're back to talk a little spring sports. How are our teams doing?
They continue to do well. Baseball got another sweep. They actually did a doubleheader yesterday as they took down Alcorn. One on Friday and two on Saturday. They had some weather coming in on Sunday, so they got to play the doubleheader. They were beating up on the Braves like most of the league is this year. Unfortunate for those Braves fans out there. Great for Prairie View fans because we stretch out that lead a little bit. So it made sense in some ways. You get the game in because you're playing 2 7-run inning games, and they were getting 10-run rule anyway. So the games were coming up short from that perspective. So they got it done. They have a big home series next week with Grambling. Just to give you identification of Grambling, they split the first 2 games between Southern. So Prairie View picked up a game. Instead of being a 1-game lead, they're up 2 in terms of divisional race. No updates on the 3rd game. And we'll find out which way that goes, which means we may go up 3, which would be significant going in to close the season over the next 9 games. The home series, as I said, with Grambling is important. Get people to the game and watch this team because the next 2 games are on the road. They're going to have to close out strong on the road to get it done. In terms of the women, softball continues to get it done. This is their last series. They took 2 from Grambling in terms of that matchup. The 3rd game has not been posted. The first one, they won 9-0, second one 7-3. So regardless, they continue to be in the 2nd spot in terms of the Western Division behind Texas Southern, in good position going into the tournament. And the tournament comes up essentially in 2 weeks. It will start, that is May the 10th, I should say, and ending May the 13th on Friday in a championship game, which we hope to see the ladies there knocking in and punching that ticket, if you would.
What's the location?
It is in Gulfport, Mississippi. Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yeah. A couple of other notes. You know, you look at the baseball team and they have 3 players batting in the top 10, Braden Johnson, Zachary Trevino, and of course, Benny Ybarra. So they're in the top 10 batting average. They're number 2nd or 3rd in the SWAC. So they're headed toward the tournament tops in offensive output. The one question mark, the one data point that leaves to be answered is how will that pitching yield? Because they're, in the middle of the SWAC. And as we know, going into the SWAC, pitching seems, depth in pitching seems to be, the Achilles tendon to those who fail. And it's the same with the women. They're leading the SWAC in offensive output, but pitching, so, while they're doing good offensive input during the season, you kind of wonder going into the championship, will they be able to stretch that bench for pitching and defense? So kudos to both teams. They're doing well down the stretch, but I kind of scratch my head and say, hey, where's the pitching depth? Can they do it going into this tournament?
Great point. The last spring thing, I'd be remiss if we didn't talk about next weekend. Prairie View, Texas, Prairie View A&M University will hosting the SWAC Conference Outdoor Championship. That's at the PVU Track and Field Stadium. That's May 5th, Thursday, through May 7th, Saturday. See if we can bring home 2 more championships in terms of the outdoor, just like we did in indoor.
That's going to be a hot SWAC track championships. We got to get down there.